Good afternoon. Here we are back at Acme Coke, 11236 South Torrance, South Deering, Chicago. 65 years ago, battery number 1, which you see behind me, was first charged and pushed in August 1956. It has, of course, been dormant now we are 1 month shy of 20 years. November 2001, it was shut down. We're here today to do some important work here in the battery, in the ovens department. Down in the battery basement, there are a series of oven markers. Those would have been used certainly by the heaters and heater helpers, cleaning metering pins, etc., so they could identify which oven they were working on. So each oven, I believe, has 4 signs. It's been a few months since I've been down there. 2 on the Coke side, 2 on the pusher side. I did remove a sign for B16 pusher side. Been quite a while ago, probably going on a year. And today I'm going to get a few more. So I don't know the conditions down there. I've seen it where it can be a bit wet. It's certainly been dry for a while. And hopefully it's dry enough to scamper around. And I'm going for 3 signs today. So should be a blast. And let's get down there. So here we are at the north end of battery number 1. What you're looking at here is there was somewhat of a, we'll call it a carport, though it was certainly not for cars. For, you know, heavy machinery could be parked under an awning of sorts here at the end of the battery. And this is probably the north wall that collapsed this way. I don't believe the bench, which is the platform that was on the sides of the battery, I don't believe it came back here around this end, so I don't believe this is bench. Anyways, our entrance to the basement is on the other side of that large tree. So let's crawl over there and see what we can do. Ah, yes. Got a pretty good view of it from here. I have half a thought that another couple years, get a good frost heave, and some of those bricks will collapse and no one will ever go in the basement again. But let's get down there. Doesn't look too wet. That's good. Okay, it is definitely a bit wet down here, but we are going to just roll with it. So I think I'm going to start down at the end and hopefully get down to B25, because that is one of the 3 on my hit list here. And let's see what we can do. So this is very interesting. Here we are over on the Coke side of the battery, and here's A1. First of all, major issue. I brought a couple tools to remove these signs. It's been a long time since I've been down here, and I did not remember, and I swore that I had Phillips head bolts on these. This is a hex head. So the impact screwdriver I purchased is absolutely worthless today. So that's out. I do have a nuclear option, which we may be using. I've got a few options. But here's something interesting. First of all, the font looks to be different on this sign. But look at this, we got A1, so we all know what's behind me, right? A2. No, just 2. Also notice that this is a different, more of a purple. The good news is a lot of these bolts look really rusty. So a couple whacks of a hammer and a pry bar and I may knock the heads off. Or we'll bust out the nuclear option, as I referenced. Just take a little walk here. You got A4, A5, A6, etc. And we've got B25 way down there at the end. So let's check it out. Okay, so here we are. We're at B12, B13. Oh, this guy's just hanging by a thread. Just by a thread. Not a lot left. Ooh, of this one. Anyways, B13. B14 is gone, and someone really, or something, or just nature, The anchors are out and everything. I can even probably wiggle this guy right out. But where's the sign? So was this taken by an enterprising historian like myself or else? So this would be, I've lost track, B15 here, I believe. Where's B15? I don't know, but I just noticed. Oh, what do we have here? B15. And that's in, again, a different font. Very interesting. So here we are at the far south end of battery number 1. Again, Coke side, where it's much drier. And here's B24, so we know what's next, B25. But look at this, very interesting. If I go around the corner here, B25E. And I do remember, of course, we have B25. Pusher side is down there. I probably won't go due to the water, but I did remember seeing that there as well. And this guy is even missing 2 bolts. So if we're lucky, this is gonna come off without too much work. And this is certainly one of the ones on my hit list. Let's see if we can get this guy off. Don't be halfway stupid, be all the way stupid. When you go into dungeons, you better come correct with the appropriate tools for the job at hand. And always wear your PPE, kids. Very important. So the nuclear option is a cordless angle grinder. Much appreciated, donated by my friend and colleague Mike. He had his own selfish motivations for borrowing the said angle grinder, as he wants a sign. Okay, let's see what we can do here. One down. Okay. And I'm hoping there may not be enough head taken off of that. See if I can give it a little pry. Wow, just don't want to go. All right, let's try that. A little more of that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. I was concerned that I would do damage to the sign, but I don't believe I did any damage to the sign. That is just stuff that was already there. Yeah, it's not hot at all. That's a big win. Okay, let's move on and get this mission over with and get out of what is definitely hell. Here goes nothing. My God, that one doesn't want to go. Not a whole lot left of it, that's for sure. All right, folks, this is the last one. Oh, only got 3 bolts on this one, thank God. It's tough work. Ooh, had a little bit of force on that one. 2 more. Two down. All right, folks. Last bolt and the last sign, and it's time to get the hell up out of here. Always an interesting experience in the battery basement. It's maybe my last time down here ever. If so, it's been real and it's been fun, but it hasn't always been real fun. Let's get this done. That is hanging by a thread, I believe. Here we go. Ready for the money shot? Oh, effortless. Check this out. The Alpha and the Omega. Let's get the fuck out of here. Not gonna lie, it's pretty wonderful to be out here. I don't think I was in there very long, but long enough. A16. The significance of A16 is that I already have B16 at home, and I'm going to give that along with A16 to my friend Mike as repayment for being so gracious as to let this mission happen by giving me his ankle grinder. When I first visited here on July 4th, 2020, that was the Alpha. I don't know if today's the Omega, but maybe it is in a way. I can't believe I just did that. It's shocking how accustomed you can quickly get to a very unforgiving, difficult environment when you're dead set on a certain mission. I reality check myself down there and realize I'm in this, just the most pitch black place you could imagine, with the doorway that's halfway caved in. It's so quiet, you just hear the feedback that your brain creates to make noise when there's an absence of noise, to make sure your ears still work. Part of me considered, you just go down there and just, I don't know, you take them all, but why take more than you need? You leave them for another archaeologist, or I don't know if the spirits and the energy here would approve of that. You don't want to raid the place for something like that. Planned this all week, thought about it all week. Now it's done. Time to get out of here.